Introductory flute playing lesson. We'll give some ideas about how to start playing Native American style flute, but keep in mind that every single thing I tell you in terms of getting started is just meant to ease the journey. But ultimately, you'll find different ways of doing different things if you stay with us very long. First thing about playing is make sure the block on top of the flute is tight. There are only two ways that these flutes produce squeaks when you play them, and that's if the block is loose, and the second is if you don't have a finger hole completely covered. I'm going to exaggerate that to give an example. So the idea is that I'm going to push really hard. You can see where my fingertips are indented. That's what you cover the hole with. Everybody, when they start, for some reason wants to put the tip of their fingers in the holes to play the flute. So what we're going to do is cover the holes with our fingers, lift them in order like that, leaving that fourth hole down for the time being. And when we do that in order, we do a do, re, mi scale. And so all I'm going to do is breathe into the mouth hole. My lips are pushed against the mouthpiece, not around it. And you just breathe. Basic do, re, mi scale. The six hole is used at some point. There are actually two scales built into these flutes. I just showed you the one where we leave the fourth hole down. The other one is where we leave the third hole down. The difference between that third and fourth hole is about a half note apart, whereas all the other intervals are a full note apart. So as soon as you get the scale down pat, then two things left to make music with this flute. One is deciding how loud or soft you play. The second is how long or short is the note. And keep in mind that silence is an important part of a song too, so you don't have to be constantly making noise with the flute to play a nice song. And notice that when I'm playing this, I don't lift my fingers here unless the holes below it are open. So that's the sequence that we're following. So I can open up all the holes at once, keep those two covered, open, covered, and I'm adhering to that idea of don't lift a finger until the fingers below it are up. Thanks.